So, hi everyone, and welcome to St. Mary's Lake in Glacier National Park. Today on Life with Zach, we're going to be discussing the beauty of St. Mary's Lake, some travel tips for getting there, and some of the wonderful things that you can see and experience while traveling through Glacier National Park in this area. So, thanks for tuning in, and as always, click the like button or the subscribe button if you have any interest in any upcoming videos or anything that we're going to be putting out. So St. Mary's Lake is on the eastern part of Glacier National Park. Actually, it's located at the very east entrance where you come in via the St. Mary's Visitor Center. But when we visited, we were actually moving from west to east, so we encountered St. Mary's Lake as the very last stop on our travel on the Going to the Sun Road. And if you're interested in the Going to the Sun Road, there's going to be some other videos coming out about that and some of the different parts of our travels through there, so be sure to check those out. Now, St. Mary's Lake is about 10 miles long, and it offers a variety of things to see, especially a lot of wildlife. There's things like elk, mule deer, grizzly, and black bears along the area. This is actually where we saw grizzly bears in the park. There's also a lot of wildflowers and other great things to see in terms of if you're looking north while traveling on the Going to the Sun Road. Of course, looking south, actually looking at St. Mary's Lake, you're going to see a lot of wonderful vistas, beautiful views, and what I was most impressed with, the dramatic changes and dramatic vibrancy and colors of the water. So kind of moving from west to east, we saw turquoise water, we saw royal blue water, and then as you get closer to the eastern side, it almost appears to be really dark blue, almost like black water. And this lake is surrounded by mountains, some of which has like some fantastic red rock, so you can see a lot of that contrast between the red rock, the color of the mountains, the color of the sky, and the color of the water. All right, you're also going to see a lot of pullouts and things where you can see things like Jackson Glacier, where you can take some hikes to things like the Virginia Falls, St. Mary's Falls, which I'm going to talk about in a later video, or photograph Wild Goose Island. Wild Goose Island is located on the eastern part of St. Mary's Lake. It rises to about 14 feet out of the water and is actually supposedly one of the more popular places to take pictures in the park. And there's a great pull-off there where you can actually walk down to the lake, where you can stand up on like this rocky outcrop and take a bunch of great pictures. And it was a wonderful place to see the park. Now, St. Mary's Lake is at an altitude of about 4,400 feet. So the water is a lot colder, so you can hike down to it, but just realize that it's going to be a lot different. It's also 1,500 feet higher than Lake McDonald, so you're going to see, you're really operating at a different part of the park in a different altitude and different area. So you're going to have some different experiences. And just realize too that in the wintertime, the lake is completely frozen over. They say the ice can get up to 4 feet thick. So I would really love to be able to go back and see that. We were there in the middle of September. The water was cold, but not too cold. So like I was able to like put my hand and stuff in it. But I definitely would not have wanted to get in it. So if you're traveling from west to east along St. Mary's Lake, like we did, I definitely recommend stopping at the St. Mary's Falls overlooks and the trailhead, stopping at the St. Mary's Visitor Center, and definitely the Wild Goose Island pullover where you're going to be able to see wild goose in that end. And definitely keep an eye out from the car, because you're going to see a lot of great views and things, and a lot of great pullovers where you can just stop over and take a look, and just be prepared to be able to do that. And also, I would say you want to take a look at the mountains that flank on the northern side of the lake. A lot of people focus on the lake and the beauty. But if you look to the side, that's where most of the wildlife is going to be, and you're going to see some great views of the Rocky Mountains, and kind of like the plains and things to a degree. So definitely pay attention to some of that because you're going to enjoy seeing that. And some of that area is called the Little Chief mountain here, kind of where the plains and the Rocky Mountains kind of meet with the Continental Divide. So it is a great views, great nature, and kind of interesting geology. So I hope you enjoyed this video talking about St. Mary's Lake and traveling through on the Going to the Sun Road and some of the great views and scenery that we've been able to show you in these pictures and videos. Definitely check out the other videos talking about things like Logan's Pass, Lake McDonald, and some of the new ones that are coming out, including the St. Mary's Falls hike that we took, the Cedars Trail hike that we took, and some other areas in this part of Montana. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you soon.